Hello everybody, hello and welcome once again to an all-star presentation of wrestling by your promoters Dale and Martin. Now the first event of this evening's program is a light heavyweight contest. 6 rounds, 5 minutes each round, 1 fall, 1 submission or 1 KO to decide the winner. In the red corner from Lagos, West Africa, the one and only Johnny Kwango. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner from Bolton, the Anglo-Russian Ivan Penzecoff. And your referee for all occasions, the one and only Joe DeRazio. Second out, first round.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Woking Centre Halls for the first time wrestling transmission from here. And this first preliminary contest is a light heavyweight bout between Johnny Kwango of West Africa versus Ivan Penzecoff of Bolton at 14-2. So just Kwango giving away just a few pounds here, about 9 pounds. Doesn't look it though to look at him, this West African. Because he's very powerful, muscular, but he's always kept his weight right down to 13.5 stone. This is a 6 5-minute round contest, 1 fall to decide the first fall. And the feet on the left belong to Joe DeRazio. There he is, Joe DeRazio, the referee of London now. And a pretty good crowd have turned out here for this first afternoon's wrestling from the Woking Centre Halls. And we hope we're going to have a very, very interesting program. The main bout, of course, of which is Burt Royal versus Steve Logan. And also we have Bob Kirkwood versus Tony Sinclair coming down from Manchester to take on the Portsmouth man. So an interesting program. I think we can rely on a couple of good bouts out of the 3 at least. Ivan Penzecoff there, one of the most underrated wrestlers in the game today, showing how he'll counter Kwango with every one of his moves, except of course the famous headbutt. He'll have trouble with that. Cartwheeled in case, didn't have to, but he went in case Kwango followed him up. But he didn't follow him up. So stranglehold now to Penzecoff. Difficult to see exactly how he did that, Kwango, but something to the right ear worried Penzecoff. Anyway, he let go very quick. Penzecoff put on a wee bit of weight since we last saw him. He was Kwango's weight here this afternoon, 13.7, and now he's 14.2. Single interlock. Kwango thinking of a straight arm, but the reverse whip instead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just a minute left in his first round of 6. Just one fall is the decider here. Yes, Penzecoff saw it coming, got out of the way very sharp. And if he's thinking of it now, he can forget it. He's only got 5 seconds. Well, normally Johnny Kwango of Nigeria, the light heavyweight champion of West Africa, doesn't worry about even thinking of using that famous headbutt of his until his opponent starts to bend the rules a little. Well, if Penzecoff decides to bend the rules a bit here today, that's just what he's going to get for his trouble. And he knows it because Penzecoff was watching that from the opposite corner.
Second out, round 2.
Round 2 in this light heavyweight contest here at the Woking Centre Halls between Johnny Kwango and Ivan Penzecoff. Kwango, West Africa, neat little short-range jab there to the stomach. And Kwango again going for his single finger interlock, which often leads to the Kwango headbutt, but not ground position he wants. Just an arm locked in between Kwango's legs there. Not an orthodox hold, but he might get the pins and needles swinging around a bit. The thumb is not in the eye, or the referee, Chodoratio, wouldn't have allowed it, but it was quite away underneath it. Perfectly legal. The Penzecoff right knee takes over, and both hands on the face bar. And a jaw hold from there. Another of Kwango's specialities. But Penzecoff's put a stop to it temporarily anyway. Penzecoff quite wise to use his extra weight here. Oh yes, typical Penzecoff move. Nice trip with the legs. But all Penzecoff winds up with is a double-handed toe hold. Oh, just on the way after a handshake. The referee doesn't like it. Kwango doesn't like it, and that's the sort of move that Penzecoff made that will start Kwango thinking of that head that he was polishing in the last interval. Penzecoff absolutely right to attack from the rear at this moment. Oh, nicely in from that cartwheel. A couple of minutes to go in the second. Penzecoff's cartwheel may have looked unnecessary, but it turned out that it wasn't.
Okay.
Unlock, Penzecoff. Now, trying again, but to no avail. Oh, a sudden switch. Came off. Just a minute left in the second, and Penzecoff just allowing his opponent, allowing him to deliver those forearm uppercuts.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice drop kick from Penzecoff, and Kwango a little bit in trouble. Remember, this is a one-fall contest, and he's really doing some pretty good weakening here. 12 seconds to go, round 2. So Ivan, for that quite unnecessary attack with the feet after the bell, Penzecoff gets his first public warning. The voice of Charlie Fisher, our MC, there announcing. So Penzecoff doesn't seem able to wait to get going with round 3. If I was him, after the way he's behaved on a couple of occasions in this bout so far, I would be keeping quite a well away from my opponent.
Seconds out, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go. And here in the preliminary light heavyweight contest here at the Woking Centre Halls, Johnny Kwango, West Africa, versus Ivan Penzecoff of Bolton. And one fall decides this bout. So a high backhammer held from the top by Penzecoff. Kwango trying to reach with a jaw hold to get a counter here. Still the high backhammer held, and Kwango lands on it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Penzecoff pretty neat with those feet. Spot of Savat, the French Savat coming in here. All perfectly legal as long as he uses the sole of his foot.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But not on the ropes. No move allowed on the ropes. Twice he delivered one then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, he's certainly succeeded in slowing up Kwango so far, but with Kwango you never know. That butt could come up and change the situation any moment. And there it is. Kwango really walked into that, concentrating on the opportunity of a headbutt, and he walked into real trouble there. Near arm lever, opposite arm backhammer. There's the foot holding on, making darn sure that arm lever stays on.
Come on, Kwango.
Referee Orazio not even starting the count yet. No shoulder blades on the canvas.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All sorts of advice coming from ringside to both men, especially to Kwango.
Okay. No, I've got the whole red.
Penzecoff saying okay, question mark, hoping he'd release. Kwango didn't want to.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it.
Just 1 minute left in the third, and again Penzecoff delivers that well after the break. Then the finger interlock. And they're thinking once more of the possibility of a headbutt. Penzecoff knows it. The crowd love it. And everybody, except Penzecoff, will be happy he's delivering. Half a minute to go. A little hair pull at the back there. Referee unsighted. 8 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So Johnny Kwango, who's been at the wrong end of most of the attacks so far in these first 3 rounds of this preliminary bout. Anyway, there he is, and the question is how soon can he start his attacks himself, just for a change, because he's delivered very few in this bout so far, except for one headbutt, which floored his opponent, and the crowd longing for him to do it just once again. But he looks really the worst for wear at the moment. 3 rounds to go, though.
Seconds out, round 4.
Round 4, 3 to go. Kwango versus Penzecoff. Kwango, West Africa. 1 fall decides the bout. Joe Dorazio, the referee.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Never, boy, never you get that.
1, 2, 3.
Useful with the sole of his feet this afternoon, isn't he? Delivered quite a few of those, most of them good. 1 or 2 on the ropes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Three headbutts in quick succession, and there's the third. And now Penzecoff reeling around a bit. And for once, the wrong end of the attacking moves. And Kwango doing the folding press fast while he's weakened, and I think he's got no trouble there at all. There it is. The 1 fall necessary in round 4 to Kwango over Penzecoff.
Now, round 4, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 fall required, the winner, Johnny Kwango. Now one for the loser, please. Ireland Penzecoff.
You're nothing without that.